All right. Good morning. Good morning, Trader Dubois, Antawil, Sepadia. We're gonna jump right into it, guys. This is a little bit of an abbreviated session today. I did do the London live session earlier, so yeah. So we're gonna keep this brief. All right. I do have the risk disclosure. Again, just to want to remind everyone that the content that's being published by the market trader is to be treated as general information. We all understand that future trading does contain a fair amount of risk. It is not for every investor, and that only risk capital should be used when engaging with the markets. And again, nothing contained herein is a solicitation to offer, buy, sell futures, options, or forex. Okay. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right. So now that we got the risk disclosure out of the way, we're going to go ahead and move into the news and see what the news store for us. We're going to go ahead and see if I can sign in to my. Oops, not. I didn't mean to hit sign up. I meant to hit. Let's see. Where is sign in? There it is. Okay. We're just going to take a brief look at the news here, see what the news has in store for us. And I believe there's a fair amount of news today, guys. So we've just had the jobless claims, retail sales, core retail sales, continued jobless claims. Report. Okay, we have industrial production month over month, capacity utilization coming up as well. We have EIA coming in at inventories coming in for those who trade crude oil, and then Goolsby is coming in at 11 a.m. to speak. So fair amount of news. The good news is this news has already been reported into the market. That's for most of it anyway. There's still some more news that needs that we can expect to see. Okay. All right. Now that we've gotten the news out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the markets, guys. So we'll go ahead and open up gold. Okay. And we're just going to take a brief look at the daily chart, but I expect that I know what to see there. So here we are. Daily chart is very much, I would say, bullish. Okay. We continue to make higher highs and higher lows. All right. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high. Okay. We're about to or in the process of potentially closing above, but we won't know. 2,700, I would say, is an important level. The fact that we're up against it, could cause price to kind of stall here. Okay, let's see if I make sure I'm. Yeah, so price could indeed stall at these levels. Okay. So again, something to be aware of, and we'll just have to see if price does indeed close above this 2,700 number that I had mentioned. All right, for our chart. Okay, so here we are, just double confirming a couple of things here, guys. Yes, it is correct. All right, so again, we've been, I would say, over the last I don't know, 12 hours or so, we've been a little bit rangy, okay, in the market. Overnight really didn't present itself anything in the way of further direction to the upside. Although we do have a positive volume delta, price action hasn't been the greatest. I guess we haven't really necessarily established any sort of new highs, and if we did, has been met with some selling. So a lot of overlapping price, not really giving us much. Although we do understand that we remain in this kind of bullish structure to the upside. Okay, looking at the 30-minute chart, here we are. We are in the middle of a range here. We're hovering right around value. We'll go ahead and open up our initial balance range. We had a kind of a whip through a value And now looks like we're kind of building up some steam here. You can see the volume delta is coming in positive. Our ADX indicator is turning in the positive way, but still being controlled by bears. The ADX itself is not all that impressive, to be honest. Okay, really, the only thing that really is kind of giving me some confidence to the upside is the fact that we have a positive volume delta. Okay, we have more buy orders than sell orders at the moment. So again, we're gonna wait. We're right at value area high. Okay, so this could be an area where we could see a continuation move to the upside. But like I said, over the last I don't know, couple hours, 3 hours or more, we've been kind of in this range. So the moment we think that we're going to go higher, met with sellers. Now, is this going to be another kind of hope that we continue higher? Well, for me, honestly, it seems like we need to really break 2702 to really embrace the longs. Okay, because otherwise we're at the potential mercy of the sellers here. Okay, because this is a very good area where they could step in and bring the market further down. Now, we did have what we did have, I guess, the kind of I think one thing that the news that often provides us, it kind of flushes out the buyers in this case, right? So we had a move lower, and we had some buyers kind of step into this market. Okay, so that's, again, another indication that there are buyers that are lurking in and around 2692, as low as 2690. So again, this is kind of another indication that maybe we do head higher. So I'm going to go ahead and add our levels here, guys. Let's see if I can locate my spreadsheet. We'll go ahead and add our levels that I added here. Okay, so here are our levels. All right, so levels, we have like 2610 as our average session range high here. Okay, we have average daily range, which you haven't opened up yet. We'll go ahead and open, is coming in at 2705. Okay, we have average daily range or average session range low coming in at 2683. We have, like I said, we're at value area high at 26. Looks like was it 2695. Okay, we're at value area high now. So all these levels seem in order. Like I said, right now, if I feel like we're kind of rangy in this market. Really, certainly, you could potentially take a long here, and with the understanding that if price, closes back inside value, then that's probably indication that maybe you are incorrect in your assumption. Okay. If we are to go short, then I would say that we probably need to get below 2692 to really embrace that short. I'd like to see price get below the price that it established here before I would like to enter. So if I were to entertain a short, I could use IB high, but I'd like to see price get below this level here. I'm going to go ahead and open up VWAP. VWAP price is just above VWAP. If I'm going to go ahead and open up anchor VWAP, anchor VWAP is probably going to use, I'm going to use the London session here. Not seeing a really clear indication, but let's use this one right here. That's not really great, anchor VWAP. Okay, and I think that's just again, is just the function. If anything, I feel like I use the anchor. I will establish the anchored VWAP right at the end of this news wick that we have here. Okay, and that is going to maybe serve as my indication. Okay, so again, it feels to me that the market wants to head higher. Okay, as long as we stay above the daily VWAP and the anchor VWAP, then I will, continue to feel that way. If we start to break below, then I will start to, change my tune here, and maybe we get an extension lower in this market. All right. Let's quickly take a look and see if there's anything question wise. There is not. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. All right, crude oil market. We're just going to go ahead and open this up here. We're going to turn off a lot of our levels here. Okay, we'll keep that on and we'll turn this off for now. Okay, so we've already, let's see, we're going to go ahead and quickly look at the daily. But if I recall, the daily has been kind of bearish. Okay, we've been kind of in this bearish market in of late. All right, we can see that we are, continue to develop some lower lows, some lower highs and lower lows. Now we're trying to establish another maybe potential lower low. Okay. Now what I am seeing here is I'm starting to see some wicks come in. So these bodies are not as impressive as they have been. Okay. These bodies that we're developing here on the daily are not as impressive as they have been. Now we are coming into an area of demand. Okay. So I would say 68, 69 would probably be a line in the sand for me for maybe a possible area for reversal. Okay. For our chart, let's go ahead and turn off initial balance here for a minute. Okay. We are at a level, I think this is probably a little bit more in the way of demand. Okay. Again, this 68.30 is kind of surfacing as an area. I'm going to go ahead and draw in that level. All right. So we'll just make a horizontal line at this level. All right. So this would be a logical area for me, again, because of I just again look to the left. Look to the left. What do I see? Well, I see a major buyer. Well, chances are that if we do come back to this area again, that same buyer is probably going to be interested in looking or adding to his portfolio. Okay. Because right now it looks like the market, okay, wants to head lower. Okay. Looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart, we have a developing bearish engulfing candle right at settlement price. But if you attended the session, I was saying, well, we're up against settlement price. I feel like the market wants to move lower, but then we proceeded to the rest of the session there and basically hover around this area. Okay, so right now we are, let's see, look at this a little bit. That should be modified here. So we're going to go 0. And then our initial balance range probably needs to be updated as well. 0 here. And then this becomes 0 as well. Okay. All right. All right. So looks like we already traversed inside value from yesterday, it appears. Okay. So again, this feels a bit bearish to me. Okay. So I would say, and this is kind of probably more a little bit of a breakdown trade, right? Maybe maybe we just stay in range, right? Today's is inventories. So inventory report coming in today. So we may not see the move. Where did I end up here? Yeah, we may not see the move that we seek until after the EIA report, right? So up until then, I would say that we probably need to sit on the sidelines and let the EIA report come out, and then decide from there on what direction they want to take the market. Okay, so let's see if I can move this at a different place. You can see these both. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be patient today with the crude oil, given the EIA report. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my anchor VWAP here up on the top of the market here that established probably at the open of Asia. Okay, so here we are right now. Price is below. Okay, but very much in range, right? So we'll go ahead and open up initial balance. We have an initial balance range that's relatively small. We've come into an area of demand on the 30-minute chart that has been initially reactive. So there is certainly the possibility that we could reverse from these levels. Okay, that's certainly in the cards. Now, if price obviously breaks down below, well, my view of this. I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to wait for price to come back and retouch 70 on the other end before I participate to the downside. Okay. So last thing I need to add here is my levels. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add them. Okay, so here we are. These are our levels that we'll be tracking today. We'll go ahead and open up ADR. We'll go ahead and open up ASR. Okay, make sure it reflects New York, I guess, at this point. Okay, and so here are our levels that we'll be tracking. So 71.61 is our average session range. So we'll need to modify that. That's average 71.61 right here. Okay. And then average session range low is 69.52. So 69.52 is our average session range low. 52. Yeah, 69.52. Okay. And we'll go ahead and copy that and back into the spreadsheet. Okay. And call out the fact that we adjusted. Okay. All right. So again, as I mentioned here, right now, we have a UK opening balance here. Let's modify that since we have already opened. So we'll adjust this to the day session, first hour, and we'll click OK, and that should adjust. There it is. Okay, so this is the day. This is the current New York session. This is the initial balance range. Right now, we're on the top end of that range. We did come down to test the value area low. Okay, and currently it appears that we're looking maybe to reverse from this. Okay, but the problem is, again, guys, is that we still have news hanging over our heads. So we have to wait for that news event to take place before we can really commit to any trades in this market. Okay. All right. So that's kind of what I have for the crude oil. We're going to go ahead and move on to the NASDAQ. All right. So here's the NASDAQ. Looks like it rallied overnight here. Let's take a peek here at the daily. I suspect I know the answer to this question, but we're going to go ahead and turn this off and turn off our ADR levels for the moment. And you can see here, we've been a bit bullish of late, okay, in this market, higher highs and higher lows. All right. So market remains bullish, right? Nothing really to indicate that we've broken any structure here to the downside. Okay. For our chart, also bullish. Okay. We broke out of this consolidation range at the start of, I guess, Asia or inside Asia, and continue through Asia through London. Okay. So market has rallied, I guess. We have both a positive volume delta, and we have the DI crossing above the negative DI here. Okay. But I would say that probably the only thing that I'm a little kind of not impressed by is the fact that the ADX is kind of falling instead of growing. Okay. So that's what we have on the 4-hour. Looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay. 30-minute chart. We'll kind of widen this out here a little bit. Okay. So we'll go ahead and add our levels. Okay. Let's go ahead and add our levels for the NASDAQ. Okay, so here are our levels on the right. Okay, here are our levels. Okay, we'll go ahead and open up ADR. There's our ADR levels, which has already been exceeded. Okay, which is an indication that we could be in a sustained auction to the upside. ASR is it London? Okay, so we'll have to adjust this once the market opens. We'll have a supply and demand. We'll actually turn that off here for now. And then we have, let's double confirm that this is creating the volume profile for the right ranges. It is. Okay, so we're good there. We have a very narrow range, and we are above that range with some distance. Okay, We'll just open up our value. So our value area high is matching up with our settlement price. We're going to kind of double confirm our average session ranges. That seems to be in line. Value area high also 349. So yeah, the ranges. Okay. So what to make of this market? Well, we need to wait for this initial balance range to establish, but we're already at the top end of. We've already exceeded ADR, and we've already about to exceed ASR. Okay. Um, to be honest, I would say that I need something to as a reference level to arrive at a level where I can manage my risk to support a long trade. Maybe it's the top of ADR, maybe it's VWAP, okay, or maybe my anchor VWAP will provide me that level where I can kind of lean on and support my bullish trade, okay. But I need something right now to really support a long, okay, because I feel like we're a bit extended to the upside. Okay. So with the open, I'll be looking for maybe a reversal off the top of ADR high, a reversal around either anchored VWAP or daily VWAP, something along those lines. Because from review of the ADX indicator, our positive indicator is above our negative, and it's strong. Okay, so whatever move we're making right now, it seems to carry a little bit of weight. Volume delta is also aligned with that as well. So for me, I need to figure out a place where I can participate without taking on too much in the way of risk. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and move on to the S&P. All right, so here's the S&P. Turn off some of these notifications, just giving me reports on all the various, just go away. All right, we're going to go ahead and open this up here. All right, so we're going to take a peek at the daily, but again, I know what the daily is telling me, and the daily is telling me that we are making new highs, or have the potential of making new highs. Looks like we're about to break a supply area. Okay, we're above it. All right. And we are in bullish structure to the upside. Nothing in this set of candles that indicates to me that we are even close to maybe turning around. Okay. Had I looked at this, maybe, but now since we've had this almost a bearish engulfing candle, it's only caused the folks to pick up some more and to add their portfolio to the on the long side. Okay, looking at the 4-hour chart. Okay, so 4-hour chart, again, we are threatening to get above 59.1475, which is, I would say, is a key level to support maybe a continuation of our long bias in this market. Okay. Okay, so again, nothing indicating to me that it's stalling, and unfortunately, we don't have anything to the left of us that will serve as any sort of reference as to where price could go. Okay, like I said, if I were to do some math around this, then I would say that I would do maybe a little bit of a Fibonacci extension here to figure out where that is. Well, it seems reasonable that 59.6250 would be a reasonable, or 59.60 would be a reasonable target for this current move. Okay, it's just basically 100% extension of this swing. All right, so let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. We'll go ahead and add our levels. We'll remove our Fibonacci here for now. Okay, and also remove our supply and demand and replace it with our levels here. Let's see if I can find I can't not. So we'll add it here. So this is my newest tool to kind of support my levels here. Okay, so we'll let that kind of play out here. I don't know if it even added it. There it is. Okay, so we're going to double confirm that it's reporting on the right levels. It is. Okay, so you can see that price is above value from prior. The table kind of captures the value area high, value area low, point of control. There it is. We're above VWAP. Okay, everything is indicating higher prices here. Okay, we'll go ahead and add our levels here that I will be tracking. Okay, so here they are. Okay, here are our levels. Okay, that we'll be tracking in this market. Like I said, we just had the open of the market here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up initial balance. All right, so there's our initial balance range. So again, the fact that we're above value indicates that we are that the bulls are very much in control of the market. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up settlement price. Well, settlement price is down below us. Okay, so given this extended move, it would not be unreasonable for me to see or witness price maybe come back to this VWAP or down to the top of value, or maybe even as low as settlement price before we continue our trek to the upside. Okay, that is not outside the realm of possibility here. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, so that's kind of I guess what I'm kind of looking for. Let's go ahead and open up ADR. Okay, we've already exceeded it. ASR, we are in the middle of it. Okay, so New York, so we'll go ahead and adjust our levels here because I know I have not captured those. 59.48, 59.48.25. Okay, 59.48.25 is on the top end. 58.98 is our ASR low. Okay, we'll go ahead and update our spreadsheet with this information. All right. Okay. So again, guys, very much a bullish market. I'm going to wait to see what this 30-minute or opening candle does. Wait for the initial balance range to establish. Certainly 58.98 or maybe the VWAP would be maybe a logical location for me to look for an execution to the upside. Okay. Because we are a bit extended. And to be honest, since we made this move at the start of London, we really haven't come back to it. We haven't really come back to VWAP. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add my anchor VWAP. All right, so these two areas right here, I would say around 5,900 would be a logical level for us to maybe potentially consider an execution to the upside. Okay. Because again, we appear to be a bit extended at the moment to the upside, although we do have a developing bearish candle, but I think this would be more of unless there's maybe some other news event that I'm not aware of, I would think that we would pull back maybe down to 5,900, right? And then at that point, maybe we continue to the upside. Okay. All right, so that's kind of what I have for the ES. We'll take a peek here at the Dow. Let's go ahead and connect here, and we're just going to take a look at the Dow here on the 4-hour. All right, so again, we've exceeded, but it looks like it's being met with some sellers here. We are very much remain in a bullish kind of tone. This looks awfully very similar to what we're seeing on the ES. Okay. Similar kind of price structure. So looking at the 4-hour again, we've exceeded, but have yet to close above, say 59.18, say 59.20. Okay. So this could be a potential area for maybe price to fade a little bit. Okay, I say potential. Okay, I'm looking at the volume delta. We definitely have more sell orders than buy orders at the moment. Okay, so that could cause price to kind of fade here a bit, because it does appear that we are in a bit of a range at the moment. All right, so let's look at the 30-minute chart. Again, I don't have any logical levels here to track as our sort of levels, so we'll have to kind of work and develop these on the fly. So we are above VWAP, we are above our value area high, we've exceeded ADR, and where is ASR? ASR is just above. Okay, so let's go ahead and capture some of these levels. So we have 59, 59, 48, 25 as our ASR high. Okay, oops. Oh, that's getting crazy. Okay, ASR high. ASR high. Okay, and then we have ADR, which as I mentioned, it has already been exceeded at 59.12. 59.12 is our ADR high. And then we have value area high coming in at 58.91. 58.91. 58.91 is our value area high. We have point of control here at 58.86. 25. This value area high is also 25. Okay, and this is point of control. And then value area low is 58.66. 58.66. 25 is our value area low, and then our ASR low is at 58.98. Okay, again, this is not YM. Oh, this is ES. My bad, guys. So anyway, these are the levels that we need to track for. Sorry, guys, lack of sleep here. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, apologize for that, guys. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a sell-off taking place in the Dow. Okay, we have a very strong. This again could be news driven, right? Reaction here. All right. Again, we'll spot check the daily. Again, daily is trying to make new highs. 4 hour. Yeah, that would be something, right? So yeah, no. All right. So 30-minute chart. Again, we have a developing, bearish engulfing candle. So let's see if we can turn off some of these extensions. Well, this is coming from something else here, so turn that off. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to turn off. Maybe that's the one I want to adjust. Yeah, let's turn that off and turn that off. Yeah, there's already enough lines going on my charts here. Okay, so let's go ahead and capture some of these levels. All right, so we have let's see, ADR high. We haven't quite made it up to it, looks like. Let's turn this off for a second. Let's make sure I understand what I'm seeing here. Yeah, looks like we didn't quite make it all the way up. So say 43,563 is our ADR high. And then we have value area high at 43,368. That's our value area high. Then our point of control is 43,334 is our point of control. Then we have value area low at 43,166 is our value area low. And then our ADR low here is coming in at 43,122. 43,122 is our ADR low. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and open up ASR. That's going to be above us. We have 43,707. 43,707. That is our ASR high. Okay. And then our ASR low is at 43,324. 43,324, somewhere in the middle here. So 43,324. That's our ASR low. Okay. So again, haven't really, I'm not really watching the open here, but watching the open on the other markets, but we are above value. Okay. Now we've come into an area where we could, you can see here, once we've exceeded the average daily range, we have yet to break to the downside. So again, this could be an area where we could see a continuation. All right. This could be, I don't know, maybe an exhaustion candle that could cause the market to continue higher. So as long as we stay above this daily VWAP and above this value area high, I would have to say that the market appears that it wants to continue to the upside. Okay. Let's see, I have lots of lines here. I don't know where some of these lines are coming from. Okay. All right. This seems to be a lot more than I normally remember seeing. Okay. But in any case, these are our levels that we'll be tracking. I'll have to wait and see what this initial balance range. We'll have to see what this initial balance range does and whether it's able to hold. This here appears a bit ominous to me, but I'm not really seeing price react to this as much. If I saw this volume delta bar, I honestly would not be, thinking that we would be seeing a hammer bar with a buying wick. Okay. So this doesn't seem to add up for me. Okay. We have a lot of selling, but the candles are not the price candles. And this one in particular does not appear like this kind of, I would expect maybe a little bit more in the way of a bearish, although it's kind of changing as I speak. It heard me. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think, guys, that's pretty much what I have. I apologize for the abbreviated session, but I kind of I had myself kind of double booked today. I did the London session earlier, so I gave myself another half hour here of sleep time. All right. So yeah. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already, to hit the like button when this video does become available on YouTube. Also would encourage you guys to comment as well. I guess supporting on how much this has supported your analysis of the markets. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would encourage you to subscribe. I do see Sneaky Bass. I don't know, Sneaky Bass, if we've crossed paths before. I do see Trader Dubois. Antha Will is regular as well. Yeah. So if Nish Kumar, I don't know, Nish, whether Nish is a regular as well. I see a lot of new names, which is great. Okay. Yeah. So guys, yeah, if you have questions, hey, Carla, if you have questions, go ahead. If you feel free to post. If not, then we'll call it a session, and we can turn our attention. You're welcome, Antonio. Antonio Ramon Flores Mocada. Wow, that's a mouthful. All right. Yeah. So again, guys, trade safely, trade well, trade like a pro, be a market trader, guys. Okay. So I will be popping into the Coach Ray's room on the Top Step Discord server. If you want to catch me there for maybe the next hour, 45 minutes, I will be briefly up on Top Step TV to talk through the VIP program and I guess my VIP members who continue to rock it, rock the markets, I should say. Okay, so I'll be on there in about a half hour, 30 minutes. So you can catch me there briefly. Otherwise, I'll be at my normal coaching session later this afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern, or not Eastern, Central. And yeah, I think that's pretty much will be the extent of today. All right. Been a long day. All right, guys. Trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader, guys. Have an excellent session, and we'll talk soon.